What's up, guys? It's Charles here with another KO review made courtesy by tfdirect.com. So make sure you check them out because they keep this channel going, as I always say. Today we have the MP-30 Cybertron Medic Ratchet. Again, it's another KO. I don't know what's going on with these guys. They keep changing up the name. As a matter of fact, the Ironhide that I did wasn't even branded as a Transformer. It was branded as a Robot Former. So that was a little weird. Didn't even have an Autobot logo or nothing like that. So who knows what's going on. But it looks like they're back to the whole Takara Tomy thing. I'm sure there's different versions depending on where they're coming from. But this is the one I got. And again, I got it from tfdirect.com. And of course, someone at the post office decided to sit on the box. Because if you deal with tfdirect.com, you know they put those really thick kind of packaging material around it, which is very good. However, the package was horrifically beat up, and the reason it's got this little square shape here is because there's something else that they sent for me to review, so stay tuned for that. But the box was this shape, and I guess when they squished everything together, even though it was nicely packed, it did manage to crease it here. But in any case, yeah, we have something to review here. So it's got the usual. Don't have the original box to compare, but I think we're getting a lot better at knowing what's original and what's not, especially with this guy, because all these pictures really do look scanned off of a magazine. You know how you get those little dots, the DPIs or whatever, when you try to scan something. So it's a little rough looking, but they did a good job on the fonts again. It looks like they just redo the fonts and use the same pictures just to keep it as original as possible. It even says made in Vietnam, which I highly doubt. They keep the whole shiny matte thing going. So let's check it out. Let's check out the contents. Alright, so here we are. This is the internal here of the box. We have the little, I forgot what I used to call this, but it's like the little battle platform or whatever it is. But I gave it a weird name in the Ironhide review. And here's Ratchet himself and all the little chrome bits. One of the things I complained about on the originals, on the chrome was horrid, and lately it seems like the KOs are doing a good job with the chrome. We'll check to see if this is the case, or that's the case with this one. But this is the first tray. It's got everything you see here, and we got the second tray with all the different little accessories, and of course the instruction booklet with the stickers here. Alright, the little optional stickers, and of course the spec sheet. Now, looking at the trays, it doesn't appear that they've done anything different. There's always something that the KO companies do, at least recently, to do a little bit better than the originals. I don't see anything extra. It looks like this is pretty much what came with the other one. It's still, does this have that little cardboard thing that, yep, it's right here, the little doot doot beep beep that tells you you're alive. I don't know what the hell that's called. I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, but yeah, nothing new. And it looks like on some of them they have not been upgrading the what do you call it? The rubber on the tires. They've been doing that with a lot of the Autobot vehicles. This is plastic. They didn't do it for Ironhide. I wouldn't expect them to do it with this, but it does have the Autobot logo. It's actually crooked for you guys that are very good at symmetry here. You can see it's a little lopsided, which is it's annoying. I'm gonna have to say it's annoying. There's a little smudge mark here. It comes off. All right, so that comes off. There's a little smudge there, but could be a little bit annoying. Would have been nice maybe not have this temple printed. Maybe there's a Robot Formers version that doesn't have this temple printed, so you can center it on your own. It's not that bad. But in case you are OCD, and a lot of collectors are, that might be a little bit of annoyance, but take a look again, not too bad. Seems to roll rather nicely. You know what I mean? It's not really giving too much drag there. Panel-wise, you can see the panels are nice and tight. The KO people, I mean, I hate sounding like a broken record, but they really do a good job. This doesn't suffer from the warped panel as my Ironhide did, which, by the way, TF Direct did send me replacement panels. As a matter of fact, there was a factory that was concerned over my review. They saw my review, and they offered to send me replacement panels. I guess, there's some kind of customer service going on the KO side. But yeah, they gave them to tfdirect.com, send it over for me. But yeah, this doesn't suffer from that, so that's cool. All the clear plastics are done nice. The paint is done nice. The lenses in the back. The chrome, aside from my fingerprint smudging there, does not have all that crazing that my original one had, and all the marks and all the scratches. So the chrome seems to be a lot nicer. Let's take a look at these parts here, because this is the parts on mine. The original, that was horrible, the chrome. You can, some fingerprints from the factory there, but they wipe right off. And yeah, I gotta say the chrome is that it feels thicker. It's definitely like smoother, and it doesn't have none of that crazy scratches. However, here's a little bit of a bubbling going on. I don't know if you can see that. That's weird. I don't know if that's the plastic or the chrome, but at least it doesn't have those horrible scratches. Especially this thing. This was really scratched up on my original. The chrome seems to be better. I mean, there's some like cosmetic little things, so I guess neither one is better. But the chrome does look like it's more resistant, I guess, to scratching on this, because like I said, the original one just out of the box was horribly scratched up. But yeah, so you get the little platform here. Plastics are really nice. I can never say anything bad about the plastics on the KO. Plastics are just as good as the original. And you get your two little guns here. Alright, and of course the other tray has all the little faces and features and whatnot that you would expect to get in the original also. You got the alternate face, little spark effect here going on. So yeah, let's actually get this guy into robot mode so we can make a comparison with the original. You know, I don't want to go too much into detail in vehicle mode, but I must say that the surrounding piece here is painted very nicely. It's a nice little gray. Didn't notice that in the original. But yeah, that's nicely done. But anyway, let's get into robot mode. By the way, while I was looking at the instructions, here's another thing, telltale of a KO. But at this point, if you were looking at the instructions, you've already bought it, and you've already told yourself, oh no, I got a KO. But the pictures, really badly scanned. I mean, they're there. It looks like the original. You know, same places and everything, but it's definitely scanned. The pictures are very grainy. I am a centaur, and I will nibble on your bum. Now, before you guys go saying I forgot to do his little crotch thingy, it's this little panel here. You just got to flip it out. But it's just like the Ironhide. I think I ended up even scratching up the whole plastic trying to undo it. But it looks like the pin running through it is really tight. It's possibly this pin right here. I cannot get my fingers behind it. And I tried to pretty much stick this little tweezer thing behind here to push it out. It's like it's way too difficult. So you know, I do apologize for not having a properly transformed Ratchet. You can open it. It's taken up way too much time, and I really don't want to do it not carefully. So we're just going to skip that for now, okay? All right, so we got him in robot mode, and I just realized I'm messing around with the lighting a little bit here that I seem to forget that I should grab backgrounds that contrast better with the actual figures. But I think we're good here. I hope the lighting's okay. But here he is in robot mode. How about we look at his face? There we are. All right. So he looks great in robot mode. Why wouldn't he? It's just an exact duplicate of the Takara version, the legit version. And of course his little platform here with all his weapons, which is very, very reminiscent of what you would find in a Solo Chogokin release, which is you know, high-end die-cast robots. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're all over my channel. But yeah, here he is. How about we grab the original here and plop him right next to him. All right. So you can see his little flap. I didn't fold down, which leaves like a gaping hole right here. It's kind of annoying, but I know some people don't want to show this part here, but I think I would prefer to have it there. It just cleans it up a bit, just keeps this from looking way too big, the little diaper area there. I was actually examining the crotch on the original. I think they put a very light coat of red paint here. I think right here on the KO, it's just regular plastic. It's got a little swirly bits going on there from the molding process. But other than that, if you guys take a look, it is very, very nice compared to the original. One of the biggest differences, I think, if you're trying to decide whether you're going to get an original or a KO, one of the deciding factors should be the head sculpt, because they have always been different. You know, when you're comparing original to Takara, the KOs, the KOs are usually a little rounder, a little softer. Let's take a look at this here. This is the KO, I hope. Yeah, it's definitely the KO. It's not that bad. It's got its edges. You know, it looks like Ratchet, right? You can get it to focus. And just look at it for a couple of seconds more before we switch over to this guy. You can see he's more angular. His face is a little glossier. He looks a little more pissed, I think, right? No, they're just about the same kind of pissed, but you'll notice the edges are definitely softer on the KO, which is off to the left, compared to this guy. But what else? Let's see the transparency of the window. As usual, the KO is a little foggier. Looks almost frosted compared to the clear there. Details on the little wipers there are not too bad. Forgot to point that out in vehicle mode. And the paint on the little crest here, pretty much the same on the KO, but you'll notice the fins, the very top, are pointier than they are on the KO. There's like a little angle that cuts off at the top. The angle is just wider. It's not that it's rounded, it's just a little wider. This one comes more to a point, so that's also something to look out for. And we'll spin these around so you can see. I don't need to be completely zoomed in. Sorry about that. I was hoping with the KO at least they would do something about these little tires in the back. I guess the idea is to make an exact duplicate. Speaking of exact duplicate, you will notice here on the back of the leg, maybe, there's numbers. Not on here. They usually do put those letters there, and they're made in China and all that. They didn't with this. But the figure, let's see, the figure is solid AF. And look at the Takara. Why is the Takara doing this? Why must you do this? Why must you cost so much more? And then, come on, I can't fake this, guys. This is the KO. Look at the legs won't go back and forth. That's a lot of G-force. Let's try the same G-force with the Takara. Oh my God! Why? Yeah. So we're talking a good. What is this guy going for? $90, $100? I don't even know. But he's definitely much more expensive. I think these guys are going for about between $30, $40. This is going for like $90. You know, I hate to get into the whole KO thing. Let's not do that. But we know why the Takara one costs more. They're the ones that spent the money on research and blah, 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 and designers and engineers and blah, 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 advertising. But still, it's very hard for someone out there who's a big Transformers fan that doesn't have money not to get tempted to buy one of these. And it's not even about not having money. I mean, I got obviously the money to get the original. You know, I just like the whole comparison thing here, showing you guys. But a lot of yous do tell me and express to me that you know, you guys have to live. You got families and stuff, and you don't always have the money for the originals. And instead of just buying one original every 6 months, maybe you could buy a couple of KOs and, you know, have your Transformers collection. So you know, it's a tough sell for Takara. But obviously they're doing okay. But, you know, you always have that argument. But anyway, if you're interested in, you know, getting one of these, you know where to get them. tfdirect.com. You can actually get both. They sell the original. You can buy both at the same time. How about that? And tell them Chachi sent you. I was going to show you the weapons. I think I should just show you if they tab in, you know. Because that's always like a thing for me. The Ironhide, I think I had an issue with this going in. Why wouldn't this have the same issue? Well, I usually don't tab it in all the way. I can't really... Can it tab? I mean, I want to show you guys if it does or not. I think it will. Just got to get that little thing in there. I don't know. Whatever. I don't really care enough to want to do that since he still holds it. I mean, it's not going to lose it, right? So I don't think it really needs to be tabbed. But if you're a stickler for that, you can surely probably just shove the crap out of it there and probably screw up the paint. I'm not going to do that. What else we got here? We have the P effect. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not the P effect. It's actually the beam, the repair beam or whatever. Put it on this. I think it goes on this. Is it on this one? Is this the repair beam thing that goes over here? Well, it does say repair beam emitter, and this is called the repair beam, but it's not for this. All right, I think I went through the same thing with the original, but it's actually going to plug into this bad boy. Whoops! This bad boy here. What the F? Come on. Making me look bad over here, sir. And how does this work? You got to open this up, bring his hand in, do that bit right there, and he's ready to weld. Alright, so I guess the weapons fit nice, just as you would expect from the original, except this is KO. And then this will plug into the back. You know what would have been cool is if the KOs actually put a spring-loaded mechanism on this missile up there. That would have been like one of those extra things they could have done, which would have been super awesome. And actually, this is, where is that little repair beam emitter? Don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. This is actually supposed to go on there. But just so you guys know, it doesn't hold it. You just fall right off. So I just checked the picture. This is repair beam emitter, repair beam. They are supposed to pair up together, at least in one of the shots there. And it, unfortunately, doesn't hold. So I don't know what's up with that. But supposed to also put the little cardboard piece back here. Let me get that. And looky, you're actually supposed to put the, well, according to the picture, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your damn toy. But this goes up here with this thing here, and it shows him arc welding or whatever, some other transformer there in the picture. Yep, shows him repairing Ironhide there. And it also shows that effect with the arc welder where he actually is doing some arc welding. So, pretty cool. And here he is with his wrenches, getting ready to get down and dirty, repairing stuff. That's pretty much it, guys. It's nothing new when it comes to KO. I got a nice one. I'm used to telling you guys, oh, this, once in a while, but this one, I'm really happy with. It's completely solid. Sometimes too solid, can't even bring that little crotch lip thing down, but yeah, very impressed with how solid this figure is. No big issues, no paint issues, no warped plastic, so excellent. Definitely worth the price. If you want to pick one up, like I said, you can pick up the KO and the original if you want. I would recommend also paying for the original and then having one in whatever mode you want, but you can get them from tfdirect.com. The link is in the description below. Please tell them I sent you guys so they can keep sending me stuff to review. I like to do the reviews. It's not about getting free stuff because I can afford this stuff. It's just about being able to have stuff for review when I don't have the budget to get stuff for the channel. Whatever. Anyway, enough blabbing. If you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. And till next time, bye-bye.